Season 3, Episode 42 of One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing a Contemporary Theater of Connecticut's production of Sunset Boulevard with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and book and lyrics by Don Black and Christopher Hampton, directed by Daniel C. Levine and running through November 19th at a Contemporary Theater of Connecticut at 36 Old Quarry Road in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Now don't forget to take a moment to visit my Patreon page where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support this show and my other projects like Yesterday's Matinee, my classic movie podcast. I'll have a link in the description. It appears that ACT has found its groove with two marvelous productions in a row, with their previous production, The Secret Garden, and now Sunset Boulevard. Daniel Levine has created an excellent production with a marvelous design and engaging cast. Based on the classic Billy Wilder film of the same name, Sunset Boulevard is the tragic tale of Norma Desmond, played by Pearl Sun, a washed-up silent film star who is stumbled upon by cynical Hollywood screenwriter Joe Gillis, played by Michael Burrell, at her palatial home in the Hollywood Hills on the eponymous Sunset Boulevard. Hiding from debt collectors, Gillis agrees to stay at Norma's home to help her rewrite her script for Salome, which she believes will be her dramatic return to film, even though she is way too old to be playing the character of Salome at this point. Now, I've been a long-time fan of the film, and ever since I saw Glenn Close in the revival of Sunset Boulevard on Broadway, this has been my favorite Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. It's one of his best scores, and its overall faithfulness to the source material helps give the musical a thrilling narrative that keeps the story textured with disturbing obsession leading to its terrifying conclusion. Along with Mama Rose, Norma Desmond is one of the most difficult female roles in musical theater, and Pearl Sun gives a textured, nuanced performance. Sure, she has the physicality down with the melodramatic posturing, extending her hands like talons, but there's more to her. There's a depth of grief that is hidden in there that I think is beautifully subtext by Pearl's performance. The finale in Act 1, in particular, where she lures Gillis back into her clutches after she declares her love for him, and he says he's going to leave, is amazingly layered with desperation and manipulation. And let's not forget her second act's show-stopping performance of As If We Never Said Goodbye, which is pristine beauty. And one of my few problems with the show, as much as I love Pearl's performance of the song, I felt the direction of the number could have been a little better. The ensemble and the sound studio where the song is performed are blocked to be upstage while Pearl comes downstage to perform. There are so many set elements there that she could draw inspiration from and act with. Not necessarily the actors, but the pieces. And she's singing, reflecting on her past and making connections with things. And some of these things she could directly reference into lyrics. It's in the song, and instead she's left on her own to do it. It's not that she can't hold the audience, she can, but I feel like there were a couple beats missed that could have given the song that last little kiss. Burrell is just as excellent as Gillis. He may be the best Gillis I've actually seen out of the three productions I've seen. He nails Gillis's cynical nature, approaching each conversation first with a dubious look of doubt and distrust, clearly defining Gillis's guarded nature against being cheated and hurt by the world. I also love Helen J. Shen as Betty Schaefer, who is a bit underappreciated as a role where she is about the only ray of light in a world of selfishness that is Sunset Boulevard. Shen greets the role with a beautiful innocence that is wonderful to see. George Xavier's Max von Mayerling, Norma's butler, valet, and, well, just looks after about everything, is a little stiff, even for Max, who is a stiff character as it is. I think it's in the arms. They're very wooden in motion that for some reason didn't work for me. Aside from the blocking of As If We Never Said Goodbye, my negative notes for Sunset Boulevard are mostly very minor. The strings were a little off-key during the overture, and they were out of tune a little bit in a couple numbers throughout as well. The backdrop depicting the inside of a soundstage has glass squares in the structure, something that would never be on a soundstage because it can't have any light bleeding in. Though I thought David Goldstein created a fabulous-looking interior for the Norma Desmond home with an amazing-looking stained glass window of Norma, I wish they could have raised the staircase by at least 5 feet, as it makes it look almost like a split level instead of a truly grand staircase. This unfortunately is something Goldstein couldn't do anything about, as the overhead clearance of the lighting rig is too low to raise the staircase any higher. The best design work, though, goes to Kurt Alger's costume and wig design, which is amazing, from Gillis's silk pajamas at the top of Act 2 to Norma's incredibly detailed gowns. Her Salome outfit at the end is insane, which is kind of the point, and I love it. But seriously, anything I've addressed as a critique outside of that one large note are really nitpicks. But I think ACT of Connecticut has reached a point in quality that I can really dig into the details where the devils lie and justifiably be a little pedantic. There's great work being done here, but there are little things that can make it better. And I hope that with what will surely be a success with Sunset Boulevard, ACT continues to impress. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Sunset Boulevard, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Please support my channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, or by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be Westport Country Playhouse's production of First Lady of Song. Charisse Coaches sings Ella Fitzgerald. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.